I get the same questions every year. When do you break your fast? What? You're not even drinking water? Do children fast too? They're all understandable concerns. And don't worry, Ramadan isn't for children. But today I'm going to show you why Ramadan is, in fact, one of the healthiest things a person can do in their life. Let's look at the top 5 medical benefits of Ramadan fasting. Number 1. Weight loss and diabetes. Who doesn't want to lose a little bit of weight? Well, intermittent fasting, the kind done during the month of Ramadan, is a great way to shed the pounds. One study published in Nature looked at weight loss in obese individuals and compared continuous energy restriction to intermittent fasting, finding that over a 16-week period, those in the intermittent fasting group lost 14 kilograms in weight as compared to 9 kilograms in the continuous energy restriction group, with the increased weight loss specifically coming from an increased loss in fat. That's around 50% more fat loss. In fact, fasting does more than just that. A landmark study in Lancet showed that fasting has the power to cure diabetes. 149 individuals were taken off their diabetic and blood pressure medication and treated with only 825 calories a day for 3 to 5 months. The rest of the 289 participants were treated with normal conventional treatment. The results were startling. 46% of those in the fasting group were in remission from diabetes a year later, with 86% of those who had lost 15 kilograms or more through fasting in remission. In the conventional treatment group, only 4% of people lost their diabetes. The study was so powerful that the National Health Service in the UK now offers fasting as a treatment for type 2 diabetes. Number 2. Brain development. In the fasting state, the body switches from using glucose as a source of energy to using fat. In Ramadan, Muslims go through this every day by fasting only during daylight hours and feeding after sunset. One article, again in Nature, explains how this process itself of going from the fasting to the eating state and back again, what they call intermittent metabolic switching, is the key for the benefits of fasting for the brain. Fasting teaches the cell to develop new metabolic pathways to deal with cellular stresses. In their own words, this process, quote, can enhance cognition and motor performance and protects neurons against dysfunction and degeneration in animal models of stroke, epilepsy, traumatic brain injury, and spinal cord injury, Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's disease. But the story doesn't end there. Once fasting is over and we start feeding again, our brain responds by promoting the growth of new brain cells and new connections between brain cells. This is known as synaptic plasticity. The authors understand this as a feature of the brain to promote intelligence so that the individual in the next period of fasting might more easily seek out and find new sources of food. This is particularly reflected in the fact that fasting especially has been found in mice to promote the formation of new brain cells in that portion of the brain designed for spatial awareness and memory formation, the hippocampus. Want to get smarter for those exams? Cut back on the donuts, big guy. Number 3. Epilepsy and depression. It was the Romans who first realized that the best way to cure a madman of the demon within him was to lock him in a room and not feed him for 3 days. Unwittingly, they were treating epilepsy with fasting. Indeed, it has been found that a ketogenic diet has a role in helping prevent the onset of seizures, with intermittent fasting regarded as a promising candidate. And that's not all. Intermittent fasting has also been found to have an antidepressant effect through altering hormonal levels. Number 4. Cancer prevention. When the body enters the fasted state, levels of insulin fall. This kicks off a host of cancer-preventing mechanisms. Experiments in mice have shown that intermittent fasting kicks off DNA repair mechanisms faster after fasting, and stem cells that should have died with chemotherapy survive. In fact, so potent is the effect of fasting on DNA repair that some physicians are thinking that intermittent fasting could be used in the future as an important lifestyle change to aid survival in cancer patients. Number 5. Increasing lifespan. That's right. Fasting has been found to increase the lifespan of multiple different species, from mice to monkeys. Moderate calorie restriction of 20 to 40% has been found to increase lifespan sometimes by up to 50%. The mechanisms of this are only now starting to be understood, but are thought to be related partly to the beneficial effects we've already discussed, but also through separate metabolic pathways. The Quran from 1,400 years ago summarized all this in a simple, short statement. Fasting is good for you, if you only knew. And now we do. Till next time, peace be on you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications when we drop a new video. And also check out our website, rationalreligion.co.uk, where you'll find loads of new articles and loads of different videos on similar topics. Thanks very much. Peace be on you. Oof, all this talking is making me peckish.